Okay students, now we are going to discuss about the second application of the biotechnology. So now we are going to discuss application in the agriculture. That means this biotechnology techniques, how we are using in for the agriculture purpose. So I already told you that we can make the transgenic plants and animals with the help of biotechnology. So that transgenic plant is also known as the GMC. That means genetically modified crops, or the transgenic plants is the same things, because in both we are just incorporating the genes from outside into those plants for changing their genetic material. So now we are discussing how we can use this biotechnology. So first I am going to discuss we can make the insect pest resistant transgenic plants. Yes, we can make the plants that are normally affected by the pest and that will result in the decrease in the yield. But we can make such plants which are resistant to those attacks. But how we can make that? For example, we can take the example of BT cotton. BT cotton is the cotton that is developed by the biotechnological process which is resistant to the insects. Yes, how it can be prepared by the biotechnology? As you know, Bacillus thuringiensis is a bacteria that is mainly found in the soil, and it found that this bacteria have a special gene that is known as the cry gene, and this cry gene is code for a special protein that is known as the cry protein. And it was observed and experimentally proved that this cry protein will kill the insecticides. That is why it is known as the insecticidal proteins. Scientists observe this thing, then they think that why not we can use this cry protein, that is the insecticidal protein, for killing the pests that are normally attacking on the cotton plants or some other plants also, like on the tomato or the soybean also. So scientists got an idea. So what they did, they just take out the cry gene and then incorporate it into the plants. Then how they did this, they just taken out the cry gene, and that cry gene is used as a vector that is known as the Agrobacterium tumefaciens. This bacteria have a plasmid that is known as TI plasmid. So cry gene of the Bacillus thuringiensis is inserted into the TI plasmid of the Agrobacterium, and this bacteria is normally found in the soil. So we just add that TI plasmid again into Agrobacterium and then left that Agrobacterium into the soil. It will normally cause infection. When it is causing the infection, at this time it is just inserting the gene that we have added in the TI plasmid. So Agrobacterium tumefaciens will cause infection in the plants. So by the Agrobacterium we can insert the cry gene into the plant. So plant automatically will start to make the cry protein. So whenever any insect will visit on that plant and they just try to suck the cell sap, they normally can suck the cry protein also. But that cry protein will active in the gut of insects because it is alkaline in nature. So gut of the insects have alkaline pH on which this cry protein will be active, and where specifically mid epithelium lining. So it will make a octamer. Octa means it will make a pore in the epithelium lining, and that will cause the release of the fluid in the gut, and after that swelling will be there and that will cause the death of insect. But question arises, if this insecticidal protein can kill the insect, then why it is not killing the Agrobacterium bacteria? Yes beta, main thing is that this cry protein require the alkaline pH to become an active protein, and Agrobacterium do not have that alkaline pH. So this alkaline pH only found in the gut of the insects where this protein will be active, and it will form the octamer and cause the release of the fluid and even cause the death of the insect. So this is the normal procedure by which we can make the pest resistant plants. So we can got the idea from there. So two cry 1AB, cry 1AC and cry 2AB genes were be isolated. This cry 1AB will cause kill the cone borers, and cry1AC and cry2AB kills the cotton bollworms. So as you know, these proteins or genes are target specific, that means insect specific. So specific gene only kill the specific insects. So by this method we can kill, or we can develop the methods by which we can prevent the infection of the different insects, and we can increase our yield also. So by this way we can make the BT cotton, wheat, we can protect the wheat also, we can protect the soybean also. So this is the first method. Second, how we can make the transgenic tobacco plant pest resistant. So whenever you are discussing any of the transgenic plant, you must be specific for the pest, which pest is going to be attack on that plant. So in this we can take the example, there is a nematode, name is nematode Melodogani incognita, is a nematode that normally cause infection in the roots of tobacco plants, and that will cause the swelling of the roots and decrease the yield also. So how this yield can be increased, how we can prevent the decrease of the yield. So there is a novel strategy that is known as the RNAi. RNAi means RNA interference. So RNA interference is a cellular defense mechanism that can operate in all eukaryotic organisms. So what is this method? In this method, silencing of specific mRNA. I have written here also, silencing of specific mRNA by complementary double-stranded RNA. Yes, silencing of mRNA by the complementary double-stranded RNA to identify, to target and to cleave the specific mRNA or stop the translation. That is known as the RNAi. So what is the main purpose of RNAi? To stop the translation of the RNA that is specifically causing the infection or decreasing the yield of the tobacco. So how this process will be carried out? Nematode specific gene, that is the DNA, is inserted into agrobacterium, because agrobacterium is mainly found in the soil, and this agrobacterium will transfer the genes of nematode specific gene into the host plant, that is the tobacco plant. So what I am saying, I am repeating again, nematode specific genes are inserted into host plant with the help of agrobacterium, and in the host plant this DNA of the nematode will make the sense RNA and the antisense RNA by the transcription process, and these sense and antisense RNA will join together to form double-stranded RNA. This double-stranded RNA will further form the siRNA. siRNA means small interfering RNA. After that, this siRNA will assemble to form a complex that is known as the silencing complex, and this siRNA then guide the silencing complex to bind, to cleave the target mRNA and stop the translation. So this is the common procedure of the RNAi, how it is stopping the translation process. But now question arises, from where this complementary double-stranded RNA we can go to? What is the source of this complementary double-stranded RNA? So source of complementary RNA may be virus, that's retrovirus specifically, that's the genetic material is RNA, and the transposons, that is known as the jumping genes. So by this method we can make the transgenic plants. Thank you, beta.